back to my channel, and yes, for today's video, I am doing, for Queen of Horror's Month of Horror, Coraline Conspiracy Theories. I decided, because it's Queen of Horror's Month of Horror, I should do this, and one, I actually did a Coraline Conspiracy Theory video last year, which was really long, but it seemed to have done well, but I will link that down below in case you're interested in seeing that. And also, this was actually fan requested by YouTuber 15015015015015015015011. I will link their YouTube down below, but they are a huge fan and they support me and comment on like every single one of my videos, so I appreciate them, so this is for you. But yes, I'm going to be telling you guys my little theories and stuff, which I tried to keep them as original as possible because I know a lot of people make like conspiracy theory videos on Coraline, because out of all the Tim Burton movies, for whatever reason, this is the one with the most confusing things in it. Like, I've seen a lot of Tim Burton movies, but it seems like this one has the most theories behind it. But without further ado, let me actually get into the video. Alright, so I'm getting comfy in my chair. I have written down my theories after watching the movie, trying to think of like creative ones that make sense, because again, I don't want to be like everyone else, like taking the same stereotypical ones. That's kind of what I did last year. Actually, it's kind of weird. Last year I did a Coraline one. For October, I'm doing one again, which, if you guys want to see more conspiracy theory videos, whether it's like even movie related, Tim Burton related, like anything conspiracy theory, let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to kind of talk about some things people questioned in the movie too, as well as like theories. One questionable thing is definitely how old the beldam is, which, for the record, she's insanely old. The proof for that is when you look at the ghost girls, just look at their clothes. Clearly, one of them looks like she's from the 1800s, early 1900s. I don't know my history that well. The grandmother had a, like, Whitey's grandma, she had a twin. The twin was in there. And it's a grandma. Clearly, this beldam is really old. Also, that, I don't know how she's still alive, considering, like, she has to eat kids to stay alive, apparently. And if the last time she ate a kid was, like, at the grandma, like, I don't get it. How she's still alive, I don't know. But the point is, she's, like, over 100 years old. She's older than, like, probably all of our grandparents put together. She's really old. Next one. This one might be more of a questioning than, like, a theory. I don't know if anyone else ever questioned it. Why was it the beldam was always eating kids and, like, she strictly needed kids to stay alive, you know? Well, my theory behind that one is the fact that kids have very big imaginations, as we all know. Like, up until, like, maybe at the, I'm going to say at the latest, maybe once you hit, like, 13, like, you know, end of middle school time, kids tend to just have really big imaginations. And obviously, when kids have really big imaginations, like, they believe anything. Which, when people believe anything, that makes it easier to manipulate them, which is obviously what the beldam kind of did with the kids, because she was bribing them, manipulating them to want to stay with her. And also, not to mention, parents just don't believe kids. Like, when kids talk about imaginary friends, the majority of the time, parents don't actually believe they're talking to someone, right? Let's talk about the tunnel. When I say the tunnel, I mean the one, like, obviously the tunnel Coraline went through, but specifically the point in the movie when she escaped from the little prison chamber with the little ghost girls, and the other YB brought her to the tunnel and like kind of pushed her in there, because the tunnel was full of like cobwebs and like clearly toys, which I don't think the beldam plays with toys. I mean, she might, that might be a thing she does in her free time when she's not busy eating kids, but yeah, so there's toys in there, and I kind of made like a little theory about it just thinking about it. Maybe the reason for, like, the toys, well, one, maybe, because, like, why did the tunnel change, you know? Pretty sure, like, a lot of people must have kind of been wondering that. Like, the tunnel was so colorful at first. Why did it change? I think one theory was, like, one of my theories on that is because after the beldam, like, showed her true self, it kind of just made the world fall apart in a way. Because do you guys ever notice, like, how after the beldam showed like her evil side, everything just started falling apart? So like, I think that's one of my theories why the tunnel changed. My other theory about it is to represent the fact that like how many kids could be trapped in there, because again, that's a lot of, like, there's toys everywhere. I don't think the three girls all owned that many toys put together. I mean, they could have, but like, why would the Beldam have that many? You know, I kind of looked at it as like a serial killer kind of thing, because with serial killers, usually when they kill people, they like to take like an item from their victims as like a trophy. I feel like that's how it could be with the Beldam. Maybe there's more kids that we don't know about in like the Beldam's, that's her like little serial killer collection. Or again, it just shows the world is falling apart. Next, let's talk about the cat at the end of the movie, okay? The thing that, the first time I watched the movie, I was 9, I screamed and ran out of the room when the Beldam's eyes got ripped out, and I did not come back in until after Coraline got back into the other world. That's the memory I have after the first time I watched the movie. Anyways, let's talk about the cat. That was the one thing I think I comprehended at the end of the movie, because again, I was 9. But it was just the fact that the cat went through this thingy, and I was like, wait, how did he do that? Because like, you could clearly see a division, like for like the Pink Palace sign. He was walking and it stops right here, but there's still a little room, and he didn't come out on the other side. So my personal theories on that, because I really haven't seen any theories on it, also I haven't really looked into it, but like just me looking at it, my own theories. One, I think it's definitely to show that the Beldam isn't fully like done yet. She still has that power over Coraline, because obviously if the cat could still go through the portal, that obviously means the Beldam isn't quite done yet. Like, I feel like it was kind of a hint like, oh, she's not fully gone. Or maybe even it could just be that whatever world Coraline is in now, maybe it's some sort of an illusion, you know? Like, maybe the Beldam somehow made another world, or an illusion of another world where Coraline is now. Obviously, Coraline is very happy now because she realizes she shouldn't be such a spoiled brat, and she loves her parents. So for all we know, maybe the Beldam like is playing like mind games with Coraline, where she thinks this is like the right world and it's perfect and she's safe and she'll feel happy, and then the Beldam eats her when she least expects it. My next thing is on why the Beldam is made up of needles. Now, I mean, obviously at the end when she's like all clawy like that, it's like, why needles? You know, why are her hands made of needles? My theory for that one is because she makes the dolls. What are dolls normally held together with? Needles and thread, right? Pins and thread. I think that's kind of like the symbolization there, like also to show like she is falling apart. The dolls not that the dolls are falling apart, but clearly she had to keep resewing the dolls together and stuff, and she kept reusing like the same doll over and over again. So I think that's kind of why she's made of like the needles. And for my next conspiracy theory, this one's really, really weird and confusing, so bear with me. I thought of something. At the beginning of the movie, I feel like this one people maybe really don't notice, but like think about the beginning of the movie. When the Beldam made the doll of Coraline, and then she didn't throw it out the window, but she kind of held it up to a window, and it went out the window. I don't know about you guys, but like when I watched the movie, there again, small world, like Coraline said, and she was in the other world. Really, the only thing there was the Pink Palace. I have this theory about that window. When I was looking at it in the movie, to me, the window looked like it had to be on some sort of like a top floor, if you get what I'm saying. Like, it had to be like an attic or something. That's just how the room looked. It's how the window looked. It was, you know. So this is where the theory gets kind of weird. So yeah, she obviously, I feel like that window is some sort of a portal. Theory is the window is a portal. Where's the window? Obviously, I believe it's on top of a house, like an attic. Well, if we look at the Pink Palace, who lives in an attic? Mr. Bobinski. Now, my theory on this one, when you think about it. Coraline, when she first went up there and looked through the door, like that door thing, I mean, it kind of had a window on it. I'm not saying it's the same one as in, like, the other part. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying it's like the one in the other world, because obviously there were some alterations. But still, when she was looking in there, he, like, freaked out. And he said it was for his mouse circus. What if it's because there's some sort of, maybe the window's somewhere in that house, or in his house area, you know? Who knows? Not to mention, think about it. I mean, granted, you had, like, old ladies. Remember, like, how they were talking about, like, when they were reading her future? Well, think about it. Mr. Bobinski said he was speaking to the mice who were saying, do not go through the door. What does that tell you? How... I mean, I know people are like dog whisperers, and he is a little on the weird side, but what if maybe he was saying that the mice said that as a cover-up? Or maybe the mice could actually talk? You know? I feel like maybe there's some sort of a portal in his house that he is trying to keep secret, and he was trying to warn Coraline for a reason. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it with all my Coraline conspiracy theories. And again, I will link my other one down below just because it was over a year ago that I posted it, which I think it's kind of cool that like coming back with another one like for my next month of horror. But anyways, if you've enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up because it lets me know you like my content. And please, I'm begging you guys, comment down below if you guys want to see more conspiracy theory videos. And make sure you're subscribed. I'm making new videos every single day this month, and I am shouting fans out, so you definitely want to be subscribed and not miss any of that. And you want to check out my Instagram at HorrorLover13 because I'm posting special effects on there every single day. So if you're still not sure what to be for Halloween, that is a place to go. Check it out. Granted, I make some very, very intricate special effects things, but hey, ideas, you know, go check it out. And definitely check out my website, queenofhorror.com, because that's where I post everything horror in case you're not getting enough horror on this channel. But I really hope you are getting enough horror on this channel, considering it's October and I'm supposed to make scary videos every single day. But that is it. So until next time, bye guys, and just remember, always say goodbye.